But this is a good time to start preparing for this weekend should that happen. If you need batteries, food, gas in your vehicles and other things, just got plenty of time. Be winter weather aware. Know that we'll be messaging the rest of the week, working with our state and federal partners on the weather forecast. And as always, our state team will be pre-treating and preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. But just want to remind everybody to go out, be winter weather prepared, and we'll keep you posted on how things are going.
Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp telling people to prepare for this winter storm eyeing his state later this week, end of the weekend. Governor Kemp just announcing, too, he's calling up 500 National Guardsmen in preparation for this storm.
The Georgia Department of Transportation already prepping the roads ahead of the storm with ice melting and refreezing through the weekend and even continuing into next week. Dangerous black ice formations and complicated power restoration may be a reality for people living there.
And we are joined this morning by Georgia's Governor Brian Kemp. Governor, thank you for being with us. We know you just wrapped up a press conference ahead of this developing winter storm. And when you look at what the state's going to endure, everything but the kitchen sink. We've got rain, freezing rain, sleet and snow heading your way. I think my first question to you is going to be, where in the state are you placing resources? Is it a statewide response, or are you focused more on what our forecasts are telling us in northern Georgia, where it could be the worst?
Well, we did a statewide state of emergency, just, encompasses the whole state, allows us really more efficiency to move assets, and it's quite honestly just easier for us to deal with. We're seeing the same weather reports that you guys are reporting. We're knowing that this storm could affect really middle Georgia north. Probably the worst line is going to be a little north of Atlanta, up into northeast Georgia, Gainesville, Athens, over to the South Carolina line. But it's really going to depend on what the temperatures do and when they do that and what else is going on at that time with the moisture that we have. So we're preparing for the worst and hoping for the best.
Always what we hope for, right? Governor Kemp, what should people know about travel conditions? I've had friends living in the area asking me, hey, what should I be preparing for? But if anyone's traveling on highways, bridges, what steps are being taken to protect these structures?
Well, I think the biggest thing I said earlier, DOT is going to start brining midnight tomorrow, which will be, late Friday night, early Saturday morning. They'll be out on the roads brining, getting the pre-treatment down. So if you are traveling late in the night tomorrow or into Saturday morning, just be aware of, potential DOT trucks on the road. Give them plenty of space. Obviously, when the storm hits, it seems like it's moving a little slower than what we thought. So hopefully it's not going to hit till later in the afternoon, evening on Saturday. So hopefully most people can get their business done, get home, and just hunker down on Sunday, depending on what the conditions look like where they are. And that could be very different. As you all know, just a degree or two in the temperature can change a lot from, freezing rain, sleet, snow, black ice, versus it looking like just a rain event. So we'll continue to communicate on that, as I know you guys will. And we just are really trying to tell people, look, this is coming for sure. It may move around a little bit and hit some places that we're not talking about, and it may hit, may not hit others that we are. But the best thing to do is prepare like it's going to hit. And if it does hit, just stay off the roads for a couple of days. Georgia Power, the rest of the utility partners we have, all our state resources are all activating now. We're moving assets around the state where we think the storm's going to hit so we can move very quickly. We'll do the same with chainsaw crews, our power company trucks. If we do have power lines down, we'll be able to clear roads and get them working just as quickly as it's safe to do. And so we've got a really experienced team. I appreciate all the hard work that they put into last week's storm that never really developed, but it gave us a good trial run for what's coming, and we'll be ready.
Yeah, we call that, Governor, snow for show. It was just kind of showing off in Georgia, perhaps a precursor of what we're going to see with this system. I wish we had more snow in the forecast, because a lot of times that's more manageable. But you had mentioned power crews. I think back in your state just a couple of years with Hurricane Helene, some of the worst wind damage that we have seen, especially in the southern part of Georgia. I don't think it's going to be an undertaking quite like that, but I'd imagine that the longevity of power outages that we dealt with then, there's some folks wondering, could this possibly happen in the northern part of the state? And I'd imagine there were some lessons learned after Helene.
Well, I think this will be a lot different. I mean, listen, you look back at Helene, it's the worst storm by far that's ever hit our state. One of the worst to ever hit the Southeast. And, quite honestly, a lot wasn't talked about our response versus what was going on in North Carolina, because we activated, Georgia Power did over 20,000 linemen that were working in our state. But literally, this storm was, 3, 4x what we've ever seen in the history of our state. And it was just devastating. So, I don't think we're going to see something like that with this storm. But we do have the potential anytime, some of our worst winter storms have been when we've had ice and freezing rain and you get down power lines, or either you can even get just a quarter of an inch of ice on the roads and it creates just havoc everywhere. And we've seen that before in our state. We've learned a lot from those kind of incidences, and our team is prepared for that. But there's not a lot we can do if people get out on the roads and wreck and block the road and we can't get to you because there is ice to pull you out, and it creates a lot of problems, and we can't get power trucks to the scene of places where we do have power out. So the best thing, if people could just be patient, if it does look like it's getting bad in your area, just if you don't need to be on the roads, just hunker down, let the temperatures get up, let us do our work, and we'll respond on power outages and other emergencies we have. But if we're not having to deal with people just out riding around because we're having, potentially snow or ice, that'll be a big help to us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think it is significant when we look at the undertaking for Helene. No comparison there, but really hoping for the best with this system. But as you mentioned in that video, we ran it just before, prepare for the worst. Governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for joining us on Weather Command.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
All right, be safe.